Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to come on here and just talk to you for a few minutes. And I want to get straight to the point. So, I have been believing God for help, financial help with paying my phone bill because it's due. It was due yesterday. And so, I was trusting and praying and believing that He was going to, come through for me some kind of way. Because, I didn't want to have to ask people for money, and things like that. So I was trusting and believing, and it didn't happen, So at that moment, I could have been so mad at God. Was I disappointed? Yeah, I was disappointed. I was expecting Him to, I don't know, some kind of miracle, you know, but it did not happen. But that still did not deter me from trusting, you know, and believing in God, because I know that He knew this was going to happen. He knew my phone bill was due. He knew, you know, um, He knows everything that I'm going through. And I was just thinking about, the story of Job, everything that God allowed to happen to him. And in the end, He gave him twice as much as he had before. After everything that he went through, he didn't curse God or anything like that. Now, he had people in his life, that was coming against God and everything that he was going through, blaming Job for maybe it was a sin that he had, or, you know, whatever. But then God dealt with them as well in the end. But I was reading, in Job, and I wanted to read like the notes that are in the Bible or whatever. And it says, God gave him twice as much as he had before. And it says that the restoration of Job's fortunes reveals God's purpose for all faithful believers. God's redemptive purpose with respect to Job's suffering was accomplished. God had allowed Job to suffer for reasons that Job did not understand. God never allows believers to suffer without a spiritual purpose, even though they may not understand the reasons. We must trust God in such circumstances, knowing that in His perfect justice, He will do what is eternally best for us and His kingdom. And then the second point is Job's reconciliation with God and his reception of abundant life emphasizes that no matter what hardships or pain the faithful must experience, in God's own time, He will reach out to help those who persevere and give them total healing and restoration. You have heard of Job's perseverance and have seen what the Lord finally brought about. The Lord is full of compassion and mercy. Every person who remains faithful to God in the midst of the trials and afflictions of this life will ultimately come to that joyous and blessed state when he or she enjoys God's presence for all eternity. So, I mean, you just because God didn't answer when you wanted Him to, or how you wanted Him to, just know He's faithful. He is faithful, and in His time, He will deliver you. He will remove that. He will remove your feet from the snare. So you have to trust in Him, remain faithful, remain prayerful, and in His time, He will bring you out. And a lot of times we want that strong, we want to be, what do you call it? We want to be the type of people that's like, oh, I have a strong faith. I believe God for anything. And He, and I want to have that unwavering faith and all that kind of stuff. But you have to go through some things to get to that point. You have to go through some things to get to, seeing these great miracles happen from God and all that kind of stuff. And He promised us this life was not going to be easy. Just because you're a follower of Jesus Christ doesn't mean that life is going to be a bouquet of roses or whatever you want to call it. It's going to be hard. It's going to be tough. You're going to go through some things. But know that God is working everything out for your good. He's working it out. And we can't see everything that He's doing. Most of the time, we can't see anything that He's doing. But along the way, He'll give you like little bits and pieces just to remind you that He is there, like little things that He'll do for you. And just cherish those little things that he does for you. You know, we just got to trust him in every circumstance. Is it going to be easy? No, it's hard. It's hard. And when he doesn't come through for you, you want to give up. You want to stop believing. You want to stop trusting. You want to get angry with him. But know that he is working it all out for your good. So I just want to come on here and encourage you, and let you know that he's not forgotten you. His word said that he will never leave you nor forsake you. And he is with you wherever you are. Wherever you go, he's right there with you. And like they always say, the teacher is always quietest during the test. But, once it's over, you'll hear from him. So just be blessed today and just continue to trust God and know that he has you. And he's working it out in your good and for your favor. Talk to you later.